Okay, here we are.
Hello.
Woohoo! Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Have a two fabulous psychics today. Friends, we just got back.
Yes, we promised you yes. My dad used to always make fun of the way I said yes.
Yes.
Yes. We promised you guys we were going to go do a haunted restaurant, and we have just returned.
Yeah.
So we want to give you our fresh impressions. And I've been there before, so I'm going to let Tiffany give her explanation, and then I'll give what I know.
Yes.
Okay. That was fun.
That was fun.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, so
it's called Finley's Barn Grill. Sorry.
Finley's Barn Grill, yeah.
Finley's Barn Grill in Manteca. I think it's Manteca or Lathrop.
Manteca or Lathrop,
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I had the impression days before, of a husband and a wife, okay? So that just stuck with me. As soon as we got to the place we pulled up, I remember feeling really spinny and dizzy and heavy. Sometimes it's a little hard to breathe. But I felt when we walked in, it was a flowy kind of energy, but I felt more, I kept wanting to go way in the back, and I wrote some notes, so I felt really spinny and dizzy. I felt like the couple is in the back compared to where we were at, and it's really loud. I just felt so much noise. Like, there's no way that the people who live there don't know that this is going on, basically. So it's just really, really loud energy is what I felt. My right ear also got clogged, which means when I'm around a lot of high energy, that's what happens to me. And I felt that land, that property was so old. I kept saying it over and over in my mind, like, this land is just so old. And there was a lot of struggle on that land. So I wrote that down. There's so much struggle in that land. So it was really interesting, the impressions that I got, and to hear what you got, because it was pretty cool.
Because I had gone there before, and I talked with the owner, and actually there was no one in the restaurant, so it was nice that we were able to walk around and stuff like that. This was full of people. So, well, it's kind of full of people.
Yeah.
It's kind of small, but it's nice. It's really good food too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nachos.
Yeah. Really good food. And their beer's cold.
Yeah,
Very
really nice restaurant.
Big cold mug of beer.
Yeah. So the first thing, what did you have?
Very spinny and dizzy when we
Okay.
were walking in.
Yeah, and that's from the energy that you get from the land.
Yeah.
Because there was Native Americans, a lot of Native Americans around this area, and they were actually like being moved to different reservations. So it was not a happy time.
Yeah.
It was awful actually. So a lot of people died on the way. So it was this big long trail of Native Americans that went all the way up to, I believe it's called Covelo. One of my students told me about this kind of Trail of Tears, but here in California. So that's what I think you were picking up on.
And the struggle and the land being really old.
Because that restaurant has never been closed since 1903.
Yeah.
It's always been open.
Yeah.
They've never had to close their doors.
Yeah.
So they've had different owners, but the restaurant stayed open. So that's pretty neat too.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
In the back, the loud noise.
Okay, so
This is interesting.
what I got to was that there is a woman that was back there. And that's what I was picking up, and the lady was saying that there's a lady there. But what she did when they first bought the place, they used this one building that you were picking up on as storage, but it's a house. It's a regular house, and they live in the back. The couple that bought Finley's, okay? And I believe it's just her now, though. I'm not sure. That might have been her husband. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But when they would go to bed at night, they would hear so much commotion from that storage house that they would have to go in there, and they thought somebody was stealing.
Yeah.
That they were breaking in. And they would notice that all the stuff that they put away was moved to a different place. So, she was like going, I don't know what people are doing. It must be kids messing around. She was like really upset. She would put everything back where it belonged. She would go back to sleep. She would hear banging, banging, banging. So finally she said after like a month of it, she had it.
Yeah.
So she knew that there was an entity there. There was somebody there. She didn't know what,
Because the door was locked, of course.
Yeah,
and so
of
no
course.
kids
Yeah.
could get
No,
in.
and it wasn't vandalized.
right.
It was just moved.
Rearranged. It wasn't
Yeah,
stolen.
rearranged. So finally, she knew that there was something there. She could feel it. And I think this lady's psychic too, but she just kind of,
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, so she made a deal with her and told her that if she's going to leave this storage house and it's hers. She's just going to put the stuff that she needs to put in and she can put it anywhere she wanted. It's her building. But that they had to use it for storage. She said she had not one more problem.
Wow.
See?
But she would go in there and things were moved. See, I'm getting chills.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, so that part, and she's very, very protective, this girl. And
Yeah.
she did work the kitchen too.
So when you're saying she's protected, you mean the ghost.
The ghost.
Or the
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
The
The
territorial.
The ghost, basically.
what?
The ghost.
Yeah.
The resident.
She worked there before, yeah, so she just kind of,
Oh.
yeah, and
So-
she loved it, yeah.
So she worked there on this property and she loved it, and so she's never left.
Right.
Interesting. So what ties
Why
her?
am I sweating so much?
Because I'm just talking about this.
Oh my God.
So we
Yeah. So that part,
So
the only thing is that the lady will not accept, the owner will not accept that there's not anything that was negative there.
Yeah.
Because she got sick. And she goes, nobody's going to tell me that there was good energy because she was really sick. And then I can't remember for the life of me how she got the negative people out. But somehow she's happy there now.
so what you're saying
I don't
is,
remember that part.
is there were people that were working there that were negative.
She felt there was energy there that was negative, making her sick because they wanted her to leave
So what do you think was making her sick?
herself. Only because I think she was afraid.
Yeah.
That
fear
makes
based.
sense. So she
Yeah.
was scared and it was causing this anxiety
Yeah.
that was manifesting
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah,
which
but-
you can do.
She won't accept that. She
Right.
said she was not afraid. It was just something that was negative, that was bad. And I mean,
Well, when
she's
you
the
have
one that
scary
was-
experiences,
Yeah.
you kind of think that too. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's bad. It's tossing
Yeah.
things in the kitchen and it's
Yeah.
knocking things over. So you relate that to, oh my God, I'm scared. That
Yeah.
brings in fear, and then it's
Exactly.
negative.
Yeah.
But
But you have to respect what
Yeah.
she picked up. So that's what I just kind of said. Well, yeah, that's what you felt, but it wasn't. It wasn't negative at all.
I didn't feel it
It
negative.
was the people that were in there, the cook, and I went, I don't know if I don't get male or female. I'm just getting this energy from in there.
A cook was negative that worked
No,
there.
no, nobody was negative that worked
Oh.
there. No, it was. I told you guys like they were stirring food
Oh,
that they
yeah.
were making. Well, they didn't like what they were making. It was
Oh.
not good. It wasn't up to par.
Yeah.
So they would knock it off the stove,
Okay.
and that's where they got that it was bad.
I see what you're saying.
But
so
it wasn't.
so what Vera's described, what you're describing,
Yeah.
is that the ghost
Uh-huh.
felt that it wasn't up to par. They're
The food,
cooking
yeah.
in the restaurant that they were making in the current day lifetime.
Correct.
And they're like, oh, no, this isn't good enough because they used to work there. Was it the
Very
same
proud.
woman? The same
I
woman
believe
ghost?
it was the same woman, but and she
Interesting.
wasn't the cook, but she ran the. But it was the cook that didn't like, and I can't
Right.
get if it was male or female. Do you pick up anything?
No, I just felt a lot of energy.
Energy.
It just remember I kept going in the bath,
Yeah.
finding the bathroom, and I was just like, I would stop dead in my tracks.
Yeah, but there was
So
some
I-
energy there that didn't like the food. So I'm taking it that it was the cook that was there before,
Right.
and it could have been from the 1903 cook.
It could have been way,
You know?
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
It had nothing to do with the other lady that lives there, the other ghost.
And just so you
Home.
all know,
What do they call it?
home spirit.
No.
Home.
Isn't it called? What's it called? It's called something when their ghosts are around. Not homebound. What's it called? Earthbound.
Earthbound.
Yeah, I was-
Thank you very much.
That you're so psychic because that's exactly where I was going to just explain to if some of our viewers don't know that what we have found in our research is that ghosts like this they're just earthbound entities that haven't gone to the light because something will keep them here in an earthbound state. Sometimes it's over like fear of losing a child or the just the complete freaking out, let's say, of losing somebody, and they're still looking for them. They were in a like a trauma death, and they're still experiencing that that moment, I guess, or that what was happening, and they're earthbound. But in this situation, they weren't going through trauma; they just really liked it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very
Attachment.
protective of the area. Yeah, just loved what they were doing, loved the people, that kind of stuff.
I haven't heard that yet about somebody who loved it so much that they haven't gone to the light.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of different, huh?
It's
I know.
very interesting.
I wonder why,
Maybe they haven't-
how she would cross over, if she
Yeah.
would even want to cross over.
Well, because it's
Well, the people that were there before that, I forgot the group's name. It was on the plaque.
Jack.
I
It
took
was
a picture of
Jack.
it.
Something Jack, and he
Okay,
passed
well.
away. Because he passed away from complications of a
Of a
broken
broken
arm.
arm.
I'm like, who dies from that,
Can you
right?
believe that?
But it was back in those days when they
Yeah.
didn't have anything to help with whatever happened to his arm. Oh
my goodness.
But yeah, something Jack. I don't remember.
Yeah.
John something Jack, right, or something like
Something
that.
like that. I know it was Jack.
But that's interesting. So it's like she's almost not territorial, but this is her place, and
Oh,
she's
she's
very
territorial.
territorial.
She was letting her know that we were there,
Yeah.
and we were interested in her.
Yeah,
So
because
that
I felt
owner,
that.
remember, she kept coming
Yes,
over.
and I was like, she knows Vera, she knows.
So that's
Because that lady's very psychic too.
Yeah.
So the owner kept coming over to us, and what you're saying is that she was psychically getting the message of like these women are up to something, because the owner doesn't really necessarily like people around doing this.
Well,
kind
ever
of
since
spiritual
that
stuff.
one group they were telling her that it was negative and all that, she just closed it down. She goes, I don't want anybody here ever again.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we snuck in with our.
But I think if we go back and we can go like, if we could ever get there like not at noon, like at around 2, there's nobody in there.
Yeah.
Or maybe one person at the bar. We kind of went too late, but yeah, I mean, we still got to do it. But I think if we go again, like for brunch, and then start talking to
Wondering,
her,
yeah.
then maybe she'll let us like go into the storage room.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
we don't mean any
harm or
Yeah,
anything,
and we
yeah.
don't want
Right.
to stir anything up. We're very respectful like
Yeah.
that. Because
You can give her
And
an
I remember
angel.
telling her that first time that I was there, I go, she likes you very much. She goes, I know. And I'm going, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she
she does.
said
She
it's
loves
very-
this wet lady because she
So-
can feel her.
Yeah.
And they're not like alone.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So I don't know if necessarily she wants to be there. I
You-
think she just.
Do you think that there's a form of an attachment now from the earthbound, how that can happen? Do you know some
I'm
people,
starting to think
you know what I
that.
mean? Like they don't want to go because they feel a sense of responsibility to stay there and protect that land. And since you are fond of that person and she's acknowledging you, I mean,
And
you're
that you
keeping
have
at
the house,
peace.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're having yeah, exactly. Because
That's interesting.
that is interesting.
But I wonder if anybody's asked her to go to the light.
Yeah. Maybe she wants to go and she doesn't have
She's
a way.
tired of picking up storage boxes.
I wonder
and
if
rearranging.
Yeah.
I wonder if the owner would mind losing
I don't
her
know.
resident
I don't
ghost.
I think she's too attached to her.
She might be.
You know, sometimes that happens, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's a fondness. I feel definitely.
Probably
Sense
because
of
there's
protection.
a giant plaque when you walk in, so it's like this is
Yeah.
what this place is known for.
It's been
so.
there for a long time.
But it's just really cool to hear what you guys were picking up on. It's like really cool, so similar, the same things, like the same
I know it's so
verbiage.
funny
It's
too
so
that she gets the
interesting.
earplug too. I wonder
Oh.
if everybody does that.
God, it was so annoying. I was like this in the bathroom shaking it like it's just so much high energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all on my right side. So that was interesting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really cool, and I'm really glad that we went there.
I
so
wish we could take her to the. Remember the hospital?
Oh yeah. Do you want to share with
I thought
everybody?
didn't we already tell them?
That was years ago.
Huh?
You want to share
Well-
real quick because Tiffany hasn't heard, or maybe you have. You
Well,
want to tell her
I
about
was
it?
I was in the hospital because I forgot why. Oh, I was having complications with
Yes,
my stomach,
yeah.
and I was in there for a week, and they had moved me to the old part of the hospital, and
This
this
is cool.
hospital
Yeah.
is very, very, very old. I mean, and the land and everything is just, it's been around forever. And so I was just like sleeping, and then I woke up because I smelled smoke. And I thought, oh no. So I'm like, I'm just waiting and I'm smelling and I'm thinking, and I heard a lot of hustle and bustle going around. And then I heard one of the nurses say, we got to get them out. We've got to get them out of here. So I'm going, oh my God. There's a fire.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I could smell it. And then they came in and did something with the lady that was next to me. And then they left. And then I was going, okay, then I'm going to be next to go. And I'm thinking, there is nobody coming.
Hello.
What the hell? So I did the buzzer and I said, are you guys going to evacuate me? I mean, why am I still here?
Yeah.
And he goes, ma'am, I think you've had too much morphine. He goes, everything is fine. You're okay. You're okay.
Oh my goodness.
And I go, there isn't a fire?
When somebody, I mean, they're like, oh my
You're
God.
gonna be
okay. You're like, come on.
And I'm going to, you took the one lady, and he goes, ma'am, there is no one next to you. I was alone in the room. I thought there was a lady next to me.
Oh
you know, because you have the thing, right?
Yeah.
And I can hear them talking
Yeah.
to her and taking her out.
Oh my gosh.
That's
And
cool.
then he left, and I'm going, what the hell? 'Cause I
Yeah,
was afraid to say
right.
anything else.
Yeah.
Then I saw this old lady dressed in black, and she had like a black hat on, but it looked like she was, you know, when they're in mourning, but it was
Yeah.
a long time ago, and they had the veil, and she was walking out, and I'm like, and I called the guy back in, I go, look, I go, what is going on? And he goes, ma'am, he goes, I think you need to relax. He goes, we're going to give you something to relax.
So you could see more.
And I said, okay. I go, there's no fire. He goes, ma'am, I promise you there's not a fire. And they have to have the other nurse come in and tell me, ma'am, there's no fire.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I know that
Yeah.
feeling of like
Well,
you were
then
still
I
seeing-
looked it up
So this is cool.
whenever I got home, because I'm going, there, I swear to God, there was a
Yeah.
fire. They just didn't want to tell me,
Yeah.
you know, because
Scare you.
they probably turned it off by the time I was being evacuated. So I'm looking for fire, and finally I see something like 1700s or 1800s. There was a fire in the new building, because it was a new hospital, but it was an insane asylum before.
Oh.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, it gives me
There
the
was a
chill.
Fire.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Oh. Insane asylum. Oh my God.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Story of our lives,
Yeah.
huh?
Pretty cool hanging out with these guys.
And then you know I got no more morphine.
Oh yeah, they were like, cut her off.
There was like, no,
We don't want to hear any more stories.
Yeah.
No, but all hospitals, I feel high energy in all hospitals. There's one in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
It was an old sale asylum, and it's actually,
Wow.
Roxanne probably knows where it's at. It's near Turtle Bay. And it's all gated up. It used to be an insane asylum, and then it was like a lot of overturns on it. But when you just pull up to the property, I pulled in one time with my cousins. They're the ones that told me about it years ago. And it was really like, ooh, and unsettling. It was just very unsettling. And we went back there on our last trip just to pull
just
up
to
into the
see.
sea, and it was all fenced away. But you just get this feeling of just
With things that happen there.
yeah, like crazy stuff, you know, like I just picture nuns and just a sane asylum and just, yeah, it's a lot going on there, but Hawaii is very, I'm sure everybody in Hawaii has to have a story. 'Cause-
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, you know, so.
We already mentioned this.
Oh no.
One last thing, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
About I don't know if you guys have what's it called again?
DoorDash.
DoorDash. It's an app, I guess, that you can have people bring food to you. Well, I found out that the Saudi prince that had that Washington Post reporter murdered, he's invested in that. I keep wanting to call it Dinner Dash.
But it's
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
He's an
Yeah.
investor.
Yeah, he's an investor, so it's like people are saying, you know, try not to use it.
I'm not gonna
switch
use
to
it.
Grubhub or something.
Yeah.
Don't support something like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's some ugliness. Try to do our part
I know I
in the
felt so
world.
bad because I ordered.
You didn't know.
Yeah,
I
I
did
didn't
too.
know.
But now we know.
Yeah.
But
Switch
you
it
say
up.
you have a whole
Yeah,
list?
my friend gave me a list.
I know
and
about
it's just-
Chick-fil-A because they don't
Yeah,
like gay people.
Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out Burger. And
I did not know about
so
I
many
didn't
In-N-Out.
know
people
that.
support these negative companies, and it, you know,
What does
it's
In-N-Out
called.
do?
I don't.
Oh, you
It's,
don't remember.
I mean, I do know. Well,
Okay.
yeah,
We have to look,
Yeah.
research a little.
Yeah, do your research.
yeah, but yeah, some of these companies support things that we're just not into. We're trying to heal the world, not in put our money into something that's corrupting the world. We're just trying to do
Exactly.
our little share.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
just switching to Grubhub, switch to Grubhub.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that.
Or
it's not that
go in
hard.
your little car
Yeah,
and get the food
take your
yourself.
butt to the-
Yeah.
Save a couple bucks.
Really, and then people won't eat your food.
Exactly.
Well, you guys, thank you for joining
Yeah.
us tonight.
That was
And
fun.
It
Yeah.
was. I loved
Yeah.
it.
I know, and I
loved
have
it.
another place I want to, the Grass Valley place.
Yeah.
They did a show up
Remember
there.
Don? Grass Valley, we've been there.
Oh, the whole city is just very.
Remember Don, the guy that was burned?
Oh man, yes.
And we used to do meditations on his land.
Oh wow.
I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how he's doing.
Well, thank you all
Anyway.
for joining us tonight.
Yes, it was
And
fun.
Many blessings, and we love you.
Keep your light on.